What's up YouTube, Smokey P here on Smoogl3Craft server. We're on episode number 10 and today we're going to have a look at the 1.9 changes I need to make around the server to get the various farms compatible with it. Tango Tech has released a update to the Iron Titan to get that working, so any updates to 1.9 from 1.8 should have no effect on the farm. That's what I'm hoping. There will be a few bits of testing I will need to do on our test server, but everything should work. So what we'll do, we'll hop straight into it, make the changes. It's basically just to the timer I need to change, just to sort of quicken it up. I'll explain all about it when we get over there. Also, we need to make changes to the item elevator and the dispensing system underneath all of the golem killing area and portal part, etc, etc. So we're just going to jump straight into it. As I said, I will make my way over there and we'll go through it when I am there. Okay guys, we're back here, the same place as we left pretty much from the last episode. Now, in the last episode you saw that the timer for this dispenser was about 21 seconds, which is why it wasn't working. Now, it is all down to the items in this the ether hopper clock down here. I can't remember what I've got it set to. Let's have a look. To 24. I actually need to take this down to 10 items. So that should be fine, and that now would be 10 items. There we go, 10 items. So now that spits out our poppy every 10 seconds to keep the chunk loaded, or less than 10 seconds. Now Tango also said in the update video he's released, in the 64 village farm, and that's what we've got on this server, will keep enough poppies up in the system here to keep it loaded. However, I do want to put some additional junk chests just in case these do run out. Maybe just a couple of hoppers and a couple of chests just like this as an extra buffer, and what we'll do, we'll place this block here with another hopper and put them off in that direction. It's just a sort of safety precaution really in case the poppies do run out, so as we see, we're already running low in that hopper there, but we should get a load of poppies coming through to replenish, so we will keep an eye on it. It is something to be concerned about because now the overflow should go through the portal, but most of these will end up in here, I'm hoping. So I'll keep an eye on that just while I'm working over here anyway, but I'm going to make a couple of changes, put the additional couple of chests in, and I'll catch you in a second. Okay guys, extra storage has been placed. I just need to fill it with some dirt or cobble or something like that, but just in the time that I've been over here since the last cut, it's filled up this hopper and beginning to fill up this one as well, so there seems to be plenty of poppies going through the system to keep it alive. But however, I will put some junk items, dirt, cobble in these to keep it alive just in case. So on to the next, which will be the dropper system and the item elevator at the top. Okay guys, right, a little while has passed since last cut. What I have done, the new elevator design that's from Il Mango, that's the one I've chosen to use, as there has been a few designs, but most will use a piston down there where the fence post is at the back that joins there. It pushes all the items up, but it actually fires the items up through the blocks, and it seems to be in 1.9, the more blocks it flows through, the faster it gets. And what will happen is it will actually blast through the top sort of set of blocks at the very top, and then just sit on the top. And won't go through the water streams and things, so you actually then need to make it higher, which then just ruins the whole design at the top of the elevator. So I've decided to go with his design, which uses this trapdoor here, there should be a pressure plate one block in front of that fence post, a stair, and then another another trapdoor right at the very back. And what happens, I can show you the redstone down the bottom here. This redstone here gets activated by the pressure plate that should be on this piece of ice. That then sends a signal round the pulse extender here, which then, if more items flow over it, it means it doesn't keep firing it. It then undoes the pulse extender, turns this torch off, which lets the trapdoor drop down. When that also happens, it also turns the other trapdoor here flat against the ice up here, so it stops and queues all the items up on this block, so no more items flow over the pressure plate. So it gives enough time for then this trapdoor then to drop back down, and then it pushes all the items, because all the items are aligned against this wall. So when the when the trapdoor drops back down, it then pushes all the items up through the blocks. Now, I've got issues in our world at the moment because we're still on 1.8. The stair that goes there, which should be an upside down stair with the hole along where all the items are going through. So in 1.8, the stair is seen differently. It's seen as a full block, so the items don't flow through the little corner hole, so they just rebound back and forth and continue to stand on the pressure plate. So this is always dropped, and the pressure plate that's at the back down there is always up. So can't use it currently in 1.8, so had to go back to the standard fence post design, but left all the mechanism in. This trapdoor's not going to hurt anything here, it's just holding the water back. So at the moment, all I would need to do is just put the pressure plate back and the trapdoor at the back there, and replace the two glass blocks for normal, well, clay in this instance, but any block. And that would, and obviously put the stair in, and that would then just change this back to Ilmango's design. So nice and easy to change back. So for the moment, I've had to resort to this. This I've changed. Originally, I had two dropper systems in to empty the chest really quickly, but you don't really need it. Even if all the blocks come down this line that we create, it would just back up into this chest, this dropper, and this hopper. So there's plenty of redundant sort of build up, and this system will just carry on firing until it's empty. So it's not going to ever fill up a whole chest. Whilst I was changing this chest got about 3/4 full, so not too long at all. But I have had to drop this down about 4 or 5, possibly 6 blocks, so we could get the distance in here that was needed for the water system. So that's all I've changed up here. Need to wait a little while until we can get this map downloaded and uploaded to the test server, so I can just make sure that the dropper system way down here has, or the hopper clock and the dropper system has worked, but it definitely is enough items to work. Or definitely enough poppies to work to come through the system, as this is now pretty much full. That one's full and that one's full, and I've added these two in just to make sure that we're catching all of the poppies that are going down in the hoppers. However, I have also filled this hopper and a little bit in here. I need to put some more items in there just to make sure that everything's working. Okay guys, so here we are on the test server. That's why I'm flying around and I'm in creative, so that is the only reason why I won't be using any of this on our normal server. This is just for basically testing the iron farm. So as you can see, here it is, as we don't really get this sort of view on the other server. I have kept all the building process of it in case anything went wrong and I did need to rebuild it for any reason, but hopefully it won't come to that. I have down the bottom integrated Tango's fix, but as you can see we haven't got any golems spawning. All the villagers are still in place, so they're all still there. We've still got the ones over there, but we've got no golems in the system, and we haven't had for a little while. I mean, if I can just quickly get down to the underside, it would probably be easier if I went through here and made a hole here somewhere. That's about right. Let's just fill that back up. So as you can see, this is all the same as it was in the previous cuts, and down here is the same also. So this is all the same. It got transferred over when all of these hoppers were full, and I've just put a load more poppies in this one. Don't really know why, as it's not working, but I just thought I would. This one is emptying out as well. I've just basically been through the nether, collected all the poppies from the other side and put them back into the system. But it doesn't work, so I'm not too sure what to do. I think I might take a few more items out of the dropper clock down there, just to see if it is a timing issue. I will put a screen on top of this one in a second in the edit, just to sort of record the timings of everything, just to see and confirm what it is. Again, at this point I don't know what it is, but it is the 10 items like Tango says in his tutorial. So 10 and back down, so that all works, or should work, but as you can see up top it doesn't work at all, or it merges. So I need to check on the timings, need to probably play around with that a bit more. But yeah, so that's a bit of a letdown, so we're going to have to do another play around, download, upload. Even though I've read through Tango's comments from a few other people on his YouTube, and this post came to light. Again, I'll put this on the screen as an overlay, and it just became apparent that I might be able to do this. So I might just upgrade and then put this into place using the MBT Explorer, and copying over the villagers.dat folder, just so it updates the villages. However, I have put this into place, which didn't work in the 1.8 version. As you can see, there's a trapdoor down there and a trapdoor here with a pressure plate just underneath there. And this basically, if I let the items go out of here, as you can see, what happens is the items flow over there, the trapdoor drops, which stops all the items, and then they flow through that gap there, and then when that trapdoor drops like that, it pushes all the items up through the elevator. So it's really good. It works just like the other version, and only works when there's items coming through, so you haven't got a constant clock going. It's all activated by the pressure plate, so that's really good for lag and that sort of stuff. So brilliant for having in the spawn chunks. So that I'm happy works, and works in 1.9, and it is only a little change once I've got all the mechanism in, which I have already on the 1.8 server. So all I need to do is just change a few blocks on the outside, put the stair in, put the trapdoor in and the pressure plate. So no real biggie with that one, and I'll just change it straight over. I also did some more recording last night, went to do some villager trading. So I shall put that in next, and I'll come back with an outro. He's got a little trading village going. Said it's alright if I can pop over. I need some looting books, because looting books would be really handy for me at the moment. Seem to use a lot of looting stuff around the server, and haven't really got many left. So looting books for me would be really great. So we'll go and take a little trip over there and just dump some stuff off in these chests over here. It's over in the nether and it's a little way away, so what I'll do is I'll make a jump and I will meet you on his rail. So, thought I'd stop at the base just to grab emeralds. I need to get some more of these. Maybe these got a farmer which I can do some trading with. I should have, yeah, let's take a bunch of carrots. We might be able to do some trading whilst we're there. Have I got any pumpkins? Yeah, let's grab a couple of those. No potatoes. I can't remember if they trade fish, but we'll take some anyway. We'll take some rotten flesh. Got a couple of stacks of those. What else can we trade with them? Wool. We haven't got enough wool to be able to do that. I think we'll stick with that for the moment. Oh, and I don't know whether you noticed, I'm now eating golden carrots. But one thing I will be doing before we update to 1.9 is using a load of these gold blocks and a load of these apples I've got. I should have a ton of these. Yeah, stacking a bit to make these bad boys, because in 1.9 you can't make enchanted golden apples. So there's something I would like to carry over before we upgrade, just so I've got plenty of golden or notch apples, because we can make regular gold ones but not the notch ones. That's one thing I am disappointed to have or not have in 1.9, so but just got to remember to do them before we upgrade, that's all. This has changed a little bit since last I was here. Now I'm told they were in his library. Now let's see where. Oh wow, that's new. This is his villager breeder he's got going on. So I'm not entirely sure how this one works. Saying that, there is no doors up there, so this was his breeder by the look of it. Oh, that's a brilliant trade. It's another one. So where? Oh, follow the rail. That's probably a good idea. It's going to be up this way. Aha. Oh, look at him. He's got everything sorted out. So Smite and Silk Touch. There's that Infinity. XP that doesn't want to come to anyone. Fire protection 4. That's looting 3, respiration. So has he got any? Oh, he's got some over here as well. So looting 3, flame, thorns, efficiency 5. We'll grab some of those. Luckity and Silk Touch. So let's just see how much some of these are. He's already thinking of 1.9 and the mending. Yeah, so he's definitely getting things sorted. I like this. That was very nice. Very, very nice. I like that. Let's see if we can rustle up some books. Otherwise, I've got to go all the way back to base to go and get some. So guys, as you can see from the chat there, right at the bottom, I'm going to go and get a chest and go and craft up a ton of books and donate them to the library over there. We are going to do a trading centre for 1.9. That one's his personal one, but at the moment I found out he had it, and I've been missing trading, so I asked him if I could do a few trades over there, as he's got quite a few with the sort of silk touch and looting and things like that. But we are planning to put a big trading hall. Probably not in Smoogleville, because it will add to the entity count. Actually, I want to go to industrial. It will add to the entity count, but I'll just show you what I've just got over there. Just managed to get over there 4 looting, I think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4 looting, 3 books. 4, yeah, 3 books, and oh no. Sorry, 4 silk touch books and 6 looting 3 books. So I need more books and I need more emeralds. So used up 21 blocks of emeralds over there already. So yeah, we do end up going through them. But want to make some books right now. So getting some sugarcane, getting some leather. There should be plenty of sugarcane over here. Please tell me these are full. They are indeed. Awesome. That one. Grab some seeds. And takes a little while to get going this, but it is really, really easy. Just stand here and spam right click, just hold it down. And if you don't know the F11 trick, do some Google searching and you'll find it straight away. It's just pressing right click and F11 together if you're on Windows, and it will full screen and keep the right click going. Sometimes you need to do it 2 or 3 times for it to actually work, but then you could then just Alt tab out as long as you take the auto pause off, and you can just walk away from your computer and then it will just continually farm for you. So I had to do any right click AFK farm. It's really, really easy. Alternatively, you can just remap a key and just put a weight on a key. That's another way of doing it. Mojang, why can't we bone meal cows? Okay guys, so I've put this chest here and we've got another one the other side. Just going to fill it up with a load of books. Let's try and make this equal. So if we just put them in there and those in there, that's about equal. We'll just put on a sign on the front of these, books to let's go use for trading. The other admin is on the server that I need to speak to about updating the map, or downloading this map and uploading it to the test server so I can make sure my changes to the iron farm have worked. What I'm probably actually going to do, as it's actually pretty late, I'm recording at the moment quite early in the morning, i.e. 2 AM, so it is quite late for me. Most of the other players on the server are American, hence why there are a few of those on, and myself here in the UK. But what I'm going to do is have a chat with Jay West, who hopefully can sort out the download upload of the server for me. And then what I'll do is I'll check it in the morning, check it's still working, fingers crossed it is. And then I'll record it and show you it all working, and fingers crossed we update very soon after that. Okay guys, so I'm back here on the normal server. I have taken a couple of items out of the dropper down here, so now it's on 8 items. Also going to do what I did before, put an overlay on the screen of the time that takes, so that hopefully will now be a lot shorter than it was before. But again, it will need some testing. I may do that MBT Explorer trick. Hopefully if that works on the test server, then there'll be no need for it, as long as the time is under the 10 seconds needed to keep the chunks loaded. So guys, let me get back to the top, and that's going to be it for this episode this week. It's a little bit of a weird one, not got a lot done. It's just running around the server and just having a look at various things, trying to sort things out for 1.9. But hope you enjoy. You can apply to join the server. We have had a few new guys on recently. The link will be on the screen or at the end. Also go and check out Bobby's videos. He's uploading a lot more than me, but he got some great content going, so go and check him out as well. But guys, like and subscribe and leave us a comment if you know anything that you can suggest that helps to fix the farm. Tango, if you are watching, I do appreciate it, so great stuff, and if you can suggest anything to me, please do. But guys, thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.